Well, when it comes to Tennessee with the first overall pick, right? I'm gonna say this. Um, you have to go with one of the quarterbacks. Like, do you really feel that Will Levis is your guy? And if not, do you feel like a quarterback like Jackson Dart or Quinn Ewers is just as good as Cam Ward and Shador Sanders?
All right, so we're gonna talk about the NFL Combine, and as you know, it's a lot to talk about too. We're gonna unpack on this NFL Combine. So, as you know, Travis Hunter reported to the Combine as a cornerback, and then there are reports that the Titans are interested in trading the first pick. So, I mean, is it a possibility that Shador may not go number one, Cam Ward may not go? Which I mean, who goes number one out there? And we'll finish up with two. Shiloh did not get the combine invite, and was he snubbed? And do you think that he will end up on the NFL roster at some point? So I'm gonna let you take off, Greg.
Well, when it comes to Tennessee with the first overall pick, right? I'm gonna say this. Um, you have to go with one of the quarterbacks. Like, do you really feel that Will Levis is your guy? And if not, do you feel like a quarterback like Jackson Dart or Quinn Ewers is just as good as Cam Ward and Shador Sanders? So these are questions you have to ask yourself if you're Tennessee. Me myself in that spot right there, man. I gotta take one of them. I gotta take either Shador Sanders or Cam Ward, because I seen what these guys able to play make no mistakes about it. You know what I'm saying? Let's take the however you feel about them or whatnot. These dudes can play. They play good on the collegiate level. Um, as a matter of fact, they played great on the college level. You get what I'm saying? So we know that their performance is first round worthy alone. Like this is not like when Kenny Pickett was coming out. You get what I'm saying? This is not like that draft class. So now you can argue that maybe they're not as good as Caleb when he came out. Um Bryce Young when he came out. You can argue that. Maybe you don't want to take him number one because of that. But at the same time, you can't take away the fact that they are first round worthy prospect, and that you're in need of a quarterback. So with that combination, yes, I have to take one of those guys in the first round, because like, do you want to take your chance on a guy like Jackson Dart? Not saying that he cannot play in the league. I think Jackson Dart would be a good quarterback, can be a good quarterback in the league. You get what I'm saying? I also think that Quinn Ewers would be a good quarterback in the league. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
But at the same time, do I look past Shador Sanders and Cam Ward and go to those guys? They could be better than them. But am I willing to take that chance?
Yeah, I mean, and this ain't no hate, man. Ain't no hate. I don't want nobody thinking I'm hating on the Sanders family and all this other stuff, man. But I think what's happening is people coming off Cam Moore and Shadur Sanders because they're red flags on some of the flaws in their game, man. And I think they're like these guys. They don't really trust these guys at the top pick. Now, I think a team like New York that's desperate, they'll try. They will take that gamble. But uh, Cleveland, I think they might take the gamble too as well. But I don't think the Titans are willing to take that gamble, man. I just don't see them taking that gamble. I think they may go Travis Hunter or something like that. He might be the first pick off the board.
Tennessee got a loaded offense, right? Talking about with skilled players. I don't know if people notice that or not. You got Calvin Ridley. You got Board. You also got that dude McKinney Westbrook on the low, like dude can play. Then you also got what's the running back in the backfield that came from Dallas?
Talking about Tony Pollard.
Tony Pollard. So they got some players out there that can play. You get what I'm saying? So with that, man, it's like do you wanna keep your franchise stagnant by not having a quarterback? You get what I'm saying? Like, is your team a Travis Hunter away from you being a legit contender in the AFC? That's what you have to ask yourself. Like Travis Hunter on certain I would love to have Travis Hunter in Jacksonville, but at the same time, like if we was to get him, I wouldn't be mad. I would actually like that pick. But at the same time, like if I had the choice and I'm the one calling the plays or whatnot, I know the consensus favorite what they would want, but at the same time, man, I would have to go to an area that we have been weak for a long time. You get what I'm saying? The position to having in the trenches. Like I'm attacking the trenches. You know, I love the skill players, but I'm attacking the trenches, man, and especially for us in Jacksonville. And for Tennessee, I think they're pretty much good in the trenches when it comes to they on the defensive side of the ball. So yes, he would make their defense that much better. But at the same time, it's like you still gotta acknowledge that you have a quarterback problem. Like who's going to throw the ball to your receivers? Because when I actually went to Nashville, right, and they had what's the guy that came? He came from Pittsburgh and he went over there and played. Can't think of his name right now, but Will Levis was hurt. He actually looked better than Will Levis. Why can't I think of his name right now? It's crazy. But name one of the quarterbacks that was at Pittsburgh.
To my Kenny Pickett.
Nah, not Kenny Pickett.
You talking about recently?
No,
Older quarterback.
he was there in Pittsburgh.
You talking about Randolph, Mason Rudolph?
Mason Rudolph. That's who he was. Mason Rudolph actually looked better than Will Levis. That was the game I when they played against New England. The game I went to.
Mm-hmm.